going on? We're going back to the basics. In this video, we're going to go over a little pass game, run game, and some basics on defense. And then every day we'll go over more and more. But stay tuned. All right, so in this video, we're going to be going over a little bit of the pass game. So as you can see, we got the center, guards, tackles, tight end, quarterback, running back, slot, receiver, wide receiver off the ball. There always have to be 7 guys on the line of scrimmage at all times. And on defense, you've got the defensive tackles, the defensive ends, middle linebacker, strong side linebacker or the Sam linebacker, the will backer or the weak side backer, and then we got a little bit of a typo here. Strong free safety to the weak side, strong safety to the strong side, cornerback. All right, so this is the defense over here. This is the offense, and we start from left to right. This is the 9 hole, 8 hole, 7 hole, 6 hole, 5, 4, or actually 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hole. That's how you go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hole. That's how that goes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hole. That's how that goes. All right. And as the running back over here, you usually want to hit the 5, 4, 3 holes. That's usually the best holes, you know. The 6 holes usually good. These are the holes that the running backs usually like to run into. And now with pass coverage, well, pass protection, usually you want to, your best offensive guy is going to be blocking the best rushing guy, which is right here. So this is usually you want to slide away from him because usually he can take care of himself. So you want the protection to slide this way, and then these guys just sink back usually. That's usually how you would want the protection right there. All right. So with that said, we're good. So we look over here and say they're in cover 2. So with cover 2, this guy would have the flat. So that's this whole area over here. This guy over here would also have the flat. You'd have the strong safety deep, and then this strong free safety deep. Middle linebacker has to get into the middle, short middle of the field, and he has all of this too. So he has a lot of ground to cover. You got the will backer, got the hook to curl, help the corner behind sometimes. Same over here, hook to curl. So, a lot of different route combinations you'd like to call. Say you to break cover 2 into pieces, you would probably call a streak over here or fade. Streak or fade, right? That's one combination. And then if I wanted to break cover 2, I would send this guy on a little post. That's what we call that. And then right here with the tight end, you got somebody that can receive, you tell them get a nice little outside release and run like a little 10 to 15 yard dig. Because what that will do, that'll make the safety come up or maybe a step or two and bite on this. And also this strong side linebacker will sink back a little. So most people will look there, but then this is the real read right there. But then this guy, you run a streak or fade. So that also puts this safety in a bind. So think about it. If you're a safety and you got to cover all deep, and this guy's running a fade, you got to respect that. And then this guy, if he's running that route, it looks like he's going deep too. So that's going to pull you over here a little bit. So honestly, this guy could be open on the in cut, depending on how this guy plays it. And this guy running the post, if he runs that correctly, he can be wide open behind that safety. Because this safety has to respect this over here. So I think if these linemen over here end up blocking, because what can happen here is these guys can end up rushing A gap, B gap, outside contain, okay? But then what if they send a blitz here and then a blitz in the A gap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically there's only one gap not covered. So if they blitz right there, you got a vacated zone. Oh yeah, actually then you have the running back too to block. So then the running back would take the end. Or if they're blitzing like that, you can send them out in a little table route right there, and then tell the quarterback if they're blitzing everyone, you send it right there. Boom. That's one way to do it. What's another combination that you can do in cover two to run the defense? There are a bunch of combinations you can do. Another one you can do streaks too. That can work. Streaks always works. So boom, get that guy running a streak, and then this guy outside release, but then work inside there. This guy, boom, outside release. So, and then with this, I would probably motion the running back and then have him run something out there, so that pulls the cornerback and this linebacker down. So then you tell the quarterback, this is the guy that's open, because this cornerback, he has the flats, so that's this area. So this motion coming out, he's gonna have to come out and respect that and come down and play that a little bit, and then boom, this guy's gonna slip in right behind. This safety can't really jump that, because this guy, if he goes all the way over, then you throw an inside pass on the streak right here. So this safety is in a bind right now over there. And if you look on this side, the corner, if nothing goes and straightens his flat, this corner can just keep sinking back with the streak here, and then that guy can take that. So really in this, this is the side you want to expose in cover two. What are some other route concepts we can do? In cover two, let's see, in cover two, what else can we do? Because in cover two, the sidelines, the middle sidelines are open. So what else would I do? It would just be posts. In cover two, you also would run the ball too. Get a little inside zone, hand it off to this guy, right up in there. You tell this guy go here, double team, second level, right? And you got the tackle there, you tell this guy to cut off right here. Tell him cut off. Once he gets him under control, then you go to the next level. And then you would tell this guy right to there. And then this guy, this block right here, this reach block, is the most important block if you run inside zone. And then you would tell this guy cut off to the safety. But if you take a look at these blocks, you have this left tackle would just basically chip that end, not long, just enough, and then get right to that will back before he can pursue down. Because this guy can make the play backside if this guy doesn't get off of that block quick enough. And then this guard needs to make a reach block and get in front of this tackle, because when this running back gets the handoff, he's trying to get in the 4 hole right here. So if this guy over here doesn't get this block here, this guy's going to kill and destroy the play right there. And then another big play is this double team. You have the center and the guard double teaming on this tackle. The center would help out. This guy should get washed down. So that's what creates the hole. So if these two work together and push the tackle out, and then once the center sees that this tackle is under control, then this center will get up in there and get to this Mike backer so he can't make the tackle. So really the center and the tackle are very important on their double team blocks. Well, this isn't a double team, but it's the same type of idea. So really this guy is going to be a free guy. Once he chips him, he's going to get hit, get stunned for a second, but by then the running back should already have the ball. Ideally, you would think he would have the ball and be up in the hole already, and this guy would just be chasing. And then you would have this guy cut off, this guy cut off, and then that's it. That guy is the only guy that would be untouched, and then this guy. But by then, you would hope if everyone executes, there's a nice crease. This guy should be washed a few yards over, and if he can get there, you literally should have a nice little lane right in there for 5 to whatever yards. You know what I mean? That's how blocking really goes. And then what else could you do? Another thing you could do as a coach, you could just call motion this guy on in, sit him on a wing back, and then boom, double team there, and then he still does the same responsibility, and now you have this guy, boom, he has that guy under control. Now you don't have to worry about him, and then this guy would just go to cut off, and then that's a free guy instead. That's probably how I would do it. Let that guy be the free guy. He'll never make the play. Let the corners be the free guys. They don't want to tackle anyway. So that's that. So we got that. This is all a mess now. Here we go. Let's clean this up for you guys. Let's what else do I want to show y'all? Let's show a little cover 3 now. Actually no, I want to keep it in cover 2. I don't want to get people confused. We'll keep it in cover 2. In the next video we'll do cover 3. How we would run this. Alright, that was 11 personnel. That's what most teams do. Because with 11 personnel, it gives you 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, a running back, and a quarterback. So that allows you to run and pass out of that formation with no problem. So you can't really gauge. Like if you come out in I formation, a team is thinking you're running. So if you're in that formation, you can't really just come out and just think a team's gonna run. You can do anything out of this. What type of formation would I like to do? I particularly, if I was coaching, another formation I would do, quarterback here, and then I would also like wing back, but they're really receivers though that can run the ball and block. Because what happens here, you can even go under center. You can play from the shotgun, you can go under center too. So hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Do I want to do it? Let's take, hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to figure how I want to really do that. I guess you would want, let's keep a running back in there. Keep the defense honest. So there's always a threat on run. So another thing you can do, you always have this wing back in here, and he can motion every way, right? You can motion that way or stay there. You could run, let's say, toss. So then you run a toss. Responsibilities of most centers, good centers, right there. Tackle this guy. You don't even touch the end. You go right to cut off. And that's why I always say in my videos, these ends need to just stay at home and come up field outside on free. Because a lot of guys like to crash in like that. And guess what? If you do that, you're out of the play. Which is why I say to run these type of blocks to make the ends do that. You know what I mean? It helps you on offense. You have those ends crashing down, and that creates a huge lane naturally. So anyway, you leave that guy on block. Next level, you have the center go there. Okay, and then we have a double team on this tackle. And then next level on the mic before he can cut off. But then here's the kicker though. After the quarterback sends the pitch, we're gonna have a puller, right? Yep, we got the puller. And then we got the tight end is gonna have to get to this backer over here somehow. It's gonna be tough because he's gonna have to cross face. Or you know what? Hold on, let me think about that. Because let's flip that actually. We would actually make the tight end reach block on the outside on the end, keep him from going there. And we tell the wing back, cut off the sandbacker. And then that would leave the receiver. I would tell the receiver go to safety. That leaves the running back one-on-one with the corner. And that's how you play football. You go one-on-one and then you just tell your running back to win that. A lot of good quarterback. If you got a Tim Tebow, he'll pitch that thing and then he'll even lead the way for you a lot of times. So that's another thing you can do out of that. I'm going to do run game today mostly. We'll do pass game another day. Those pass plays are very basic, those are the ones I showed you. we have that. Alright. Now, play action. Another thing you could do is, you do a little play action. Fake the run, have the quarterback roll out. Do I want to have him roll that way? No, let's go the other way. I'm going to show you two different types of pass rollouts. We'll go play side and flood the zone. This is a flood type of pattern. So, play action. Quarterback rolls this way. Backside post. That could be open, but that's your last read. Right here, you would have, I would tell him do a post corner. That's going to put people in a bind. Right here. Right there. And then boom. That literally will screw up any zone. If you're playing a cover 2, you can't cover that. Because what's going to happen is this corner has to cover the flat, so that corner is going to jump that. And guess what? This route is going to be wide open behind him, because what's going to happen is this safety is going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to decide, am I going to go take this guy, or am I going to go after this tight end who split us? Basically, this tight end, he's reading this safety, so he can even run his route like this. Say this safety's already cheating this way, he can run it like that, and then see you later, it's still a touchdown. That's actually how you would run around that. Because you would have the backside post. What I would do is motion this guy in closer right here, and then have him run the post from there. This corner's out of the play. That free safety. You know what? Running that post might actually bring him into play. So you know what? You just use this guy as a decoy, run him off. Run that safety off, and it becomes a two-man play. Because this linebacker, he's not going to get anywhere near that. He's just not going to be quick enough, because you got a receiver over here. So, and that's why I like having the wing backs, because if they're all the way out here, the corner is going to be able to guard both of them. But the fact that he's so far in, he's going to be able to sneak in behind, and the corners, most corners aren't going to know that's coming. So that's another way to attack cover 2. Alright, so we have that. Alright. Another thing we can do, a lot of teams are doing, honestly, it's all about manipulation. You just have to manipulate the zones. I'm literally coming with these off the top, but that's literally how you would have to do it though. They draw these plays up on the sideline. When they realize what a team's running, that's how you gotta coach on the fly. Alright, say they're in cover 4 though, so now cover 4 is the same thing, but the only difference is these corners, they drop back now. So instead of having this whole zone here, they have deep, and now these safeties have more in the middle. So you're not gonna have those posts as much. So what you could do, if they're running cover 4s, what I would do is I would come out in doubles. So you got your wide out, quarterback, wide out. Take out your tight end here, running back, so you can run the ball. And if they come out in 4, you just start running them off with the receivers, run them off, and then right into the flats until they get out of it. That's all you do. And then say the linebacker goes and takes that, you can take advantage with the running back side and start running screens. Or another thing you can do, you can flood the zones. You can just flood zones. You just send this guy in motion. Now he's in motion, now you got trips right, doubles left. And now you can just completely screw with them. Because now you got 3-on-3, but guess what? This linebacker is not really a cover guy. And guess what? He can also blitz in. So, I would probably tell this guy, run an option route, which would be a hitch. If that's not there, he's reading that guy. If that hitch isn't there, he's going to run a 10-yard in and just sit right here on a dig route. Then right here, this guy will run a curl. He'll be wide open. And that guy runs a streak, that corner will take him. Guess what? That safety can't do a damn thing. He can't commit on that because he's got deep, and then he can't commit on this because that linebacker is going to take this guy on there. So this guy is the guy that's going to be wide open in cover four. Boom. Cover four is not easy to beat. Cover four is one of those defenses you're not going to really get a touchdown on it unless you're lucky, because the defense is playing to stop the deep play. Unless it's a really bad team, you're not gonna really like score a touchdown. So if a team comes out in cover four, you know what you really want to do? You want to come out in this. All right, you want to play cover four? I got you. This is what you do. Smash mouth football, and that's it. Bring the tight end in. You know what? Bring another tight end in. If they want to play cover four, that's what I would do. If they're not playing based on me, bring another tight end in there. And guess what? You got blocking all day. You would say double team, right? Next level, boom. Double, and then next level, boom. Right there, right there, right there. And guess what? You got the handoff, and then the fullback. You could even run stretch right there. And what happens is the safety will come fill the alley, the fullback will kick him out, and it's a one-on-one with the cornerback. I pick this guy every time. Or if you don't want to run stretch or power, you can run ISO. 34. Boom. I mean, if those guys, if you wash these guys down, there should be a huge hole in there, about 3-4 feet. You run up right in there, and then it's one-on-one with the safety. Unless he gets blocked by the cutoff, then it's still one-on-one on the corner on the cutoff. Another thing you can do in cover four. Actually, let's talk about how you would stop this. Say a team comes out in I form and they just say, hey, I'm going to run the football, and there ain't nothing you're going to do about it. We don't care what you do. You know what I would come out in? I would say, fine. You want to do that? I'm going to do this. If they come out in that, I'll probably go 5-2. That's what I would do. So what happens with a 5-2 is you take one of the skinny guys out and you bring another fat guy in, nose tackle, and then you play, I would say, a 5 technique? Yeah, no, a 6. I would say a 6 technique. 2-6, a 6 technique, and then a 3. 3 or 2, yeah, I'd play a 3 technique. And then your end, and I would even say 5. If they're gonna come out in this, I would even say 5-3. And then you have your Sam, your Mike, your Will, and then you still got your safety, cornerback. But you know what? I would bring my free safety in, and then put my strong safety in on the weak side, just for extra run support. Now guess what? We're ready for anything here. Literally, if they run the ball, we're already outmatched. We got 3 guys on this side. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna be 4-on-3, but no, you got odd numbers here. You got 5 guys to your 4. You look on this side, it's 3-on-3, so the numbers add up. Quarterback doesn't count. He's gonna give the ball up. So then ideally it's really 2 extra guys, because what's gonna happen is this guy's gonna come up, and then you're gonna have this guy. Actually, it's 2 extra guys, because this guy should block that. But that's how you would play that. Or you can do 5-2, and then it would still be the same thing. You just bring a safety there, corner there. It's the same thing. Just a little faster guy. So I guess they would probably block there, double double, double, release, block, double, release, block, block, and then you got the kick out, 1-on-1. It's actually 2-on-1 if that guy comes to the alley. You got a guy right here. So that's really how you gotta do it. And as a running back, you gotta make 1 or 2 guys miss. It's very rare you're gonna have everyone blocked up because the quarterback is never gonna be in the play. So it's automatically 10-on-11 when you think about it. That's why teams like to pass the ball because it's even. It's more even. When you run the ball, it's 10-on-11 because the quarterback can't block for you. Alright. So, I mean, for today, we're going to stay with that. Tomorrow, we're going to do more of cover 3 and pass game on how you would probably want to beat that. But, I was thinking there was another formation I wanted to show, but we can do that tomorrow. Oh, and another way you can actually match against this, you can actually come out in your base. You come out in your base and then just drop everything down, play cover 3. You play a 6 technique, 6, and then a 4, 6, 4, and then now we're playing. And then you still bring your Mike, Sam, Will, and then you just go and cover 3 to drop your safety. And that's that. You still play like that. A lot of teams will play like that just in case. But I particularly would not like that because cover 3 is so generic. Because guess what? If they pass the ball, all they gotta do is throw it right in the seam right there. Right in the seam right there, and that's it. But I mean, if this corner plays that, you're good, but it depends on what he does. So, if he's too aggressive and comes up, you can throw it right by him. And then this guy can just take this guy out of the play. So, that's that. Until the next video.
Give me my keys, please.